Good morning. Welcome to another engaging episode of The Conversation on your digital first Pan-African News Network, TOS Television. And of course, you know I'm bringing you the show from Abuja, Nigeria's capital city. My name is Adesuwa Osi. So the APC presidential primaries, the much anticipated one, happened yesterday. Even though it trickled into the early hours of this morning, and still the delegates are still counting. The results are not yet out. We don't know who eventually is going to emerge as the party's flag bearer. But that presidential primaries has been laced with so much drama. The height of it was having quite a number of aspirants step down for Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and some, for the Vice President Osinbajo, and a lot of Nigerians are anticipating and talking about it. So on The Conversation this morning, we're going to be looking at the outcome of the APC presidential primaries. And to join me in having a conversation here in the studio is Bright Magada, a leadership consultant. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Well, thank you, Ade. It's a pleasure being here again.
Yes, it's a pleasure to have you.
I'm very certain that we're going to have good time.
Okay, hopefully. Now let's move straight into the conversation.
Okay.
All of the drama that happened at the APC primaries yesterday, first of all, the whole thing started with 23 people aspiring for the presidential position, and then 13 were screened out. And then eventually they talked about zoning to the south, which left us with about 5, aspirants. But yesterday at the primaries, we saw a lot more number come out and adjust the delegate, looking to actually, clinch the party's, flag bearer title. What do you think of all of the drama, having a lot of people step down, and then, in anticipation to who's going to emerge eventually as the party's flag bearer?
Okay. Basically, I think the drama actually didn't start yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, it started a day before, when we had, I wouldn't call it a rumor, but to some extent, a lot of people think it's a rumor that the national chairman of the All Progressive Congress, Abdullahi Adamu, has actually chosen the Senate President, Ahmed Lawan, as the required consensus candidate for the party. And that began the drama. It became a talk in town, in communities across the nation, even within my local environment, and people are furious. Why would the national president make such a statement and thereabout? In fact, that was really more pathetic, because I have always been on the view that power should shift to the south.
Oh, okay.
So hearing that wasn't really fair enough, you understand? But I'm impressed that the president as well came out and disband such rumor or whatever, and that gave every aspirant confidence to go into the contest yesterday, to express their giant stride, their work over time preparing for the convention. So, but yesterday was really something to talk about.
Okay.
It puts, I think it was more of a bigger program, like more than the BB Naija.
Well, yeah, that's actually not talking about something to talk about. Let's bring it back home. Loyalty, is actually a big deal. A lot of people consider loyalty a big deal, and especially in politics. And I think, but when it comes to something as delicate as being president of a country of over 200 million people, a country that is supposedly nosediving and is in the brink of collapse at this point, looking for someone to save it. I'm talking about Nigeria at this point. Do you think loyalty should be at the forefront? Because I feel like everybody that was talking about, I think the contest largely came down to, Yemi Osinbajo and Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and everybody that was talking about it said, the vice president isn't loyal. And I feel like if you're somebody that has the best interest of your people at heart, and you feel like you could do something about it, then you also, you go head on into it. So do you think loyalty should have been at the forefront of it?
Well, in the Nigerian contest, the greatest heart of loyalty, it's the loyalty you place to your people.
Okay.
Yeah. It's beyond an individual. You understand? And for me, I've always admired Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. I feel maybe he hasn't discovered his essential purpose.
Oh.
Yeah, because you can't miss the art of king making
Yeah.
and an actor, a political actor.
Okay.
You understand? I see him as a king maker.
Yeah, everybody does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if he has actually understood that that purpose in his life, I think it would have been much easier. You understand? It would have been much acceptable for Nigeria to consider APC in 2023. Because what Nigeria has seen is the fact that they want something that is a bit brightened than what they've experienced in the last 7 years. Now, I'm not saying what they've experienced in the last 7 years has been totally bad. No. You understand? Yes, I'm not saying totally bad, but to some extent bad.
It's, yeah, very
you understand? Bad. But people can be able to say that Osinbajo can be a game changer. Osinbajo can go beyond what is happening. Osinbajo, because it's from the Christian environment, you understand? He would want to defend that portrait, being a pastor and thereabout. So I don't think Osinbajo actually did anything more dangerous in the heart of loyalty. I don't think so.
So you think that Tinubu's, sense of entitlement as to saying, look, I've been doing this. I've been a kingmaker. I've helped people emerge as, president, vice president, governor, and all of that. So it's my turn to rule now, and I'm entitled to it. It should be given to me. You think that's terribly wrong?
Leadership is not an entitlement.
Okay.
Yeah. Leadership is not an entitlement. Leadership, it's all-round capacity. All-round capacity. A lot of people feel age is out of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You understand? People want to see their president move around. People want to see their president attend to issues. People want to see their president making certain decisions. You understand? Not on the contrary, having health issues, we're not saying Asiwaju is not a brightened mind. But there are times set to express your brightness. You understand? So a lot of people feel the time for Asiwaju has actually passed to some extent. Okay. When a father is raising a son, there's a time the father has to tell the son, step in.
Okay.
But when the father becomes very selfish, you understand, to see that the son must not step in, you understand, it becomes a challenge.
Okay.
You understand? And that can make the son, you understand, to make certain moves. You understand? For me, I would have, if I was Bola Ahmed Tinubu, sincerely, this is Nigeria. This is Nigeria. What else do you want? You understand? I appreciate the stride he made in forming the All Progressive Congress. I appreciate his doggedness. I'm telling you, that would have made him forever an icon. An icon. You can't mention politics. You can't mention Nigeria without Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
So,
you understand? But putting it that it's your turn, it's your time, it's your right, it doesn't suit millions of Nigerians. It doesn't.
So you think because of that he doesn't stand a chance? And going by what you saw yesterday, do you think he stands a chance of clinching the APC flag bearer position?
Well, you can't deny the fact that Bola Ahmed Tinubu, His Excellency, has built structures. He has structures. And polity, most times, is considered in the place of structure. You understand? But Yemi Osinbajo, being the vice president, has an edge, has a platform, you understand, has a go-ahead to reach out to millions of Nigerians and the entire delegate, you understand? And I'm very sure he's a smart player, and I'm very sure, people call him Starboy, yes, and I'm very sure he must have shared his ideas to people. Now, also consider this, that it might not be his personal ambition to be the president.
Okay.
Yes. While doing his duties as a vice president, he heard the pains of Nigeria.
Okay.
He heard their cry. And Nigerians could put that confidence that we can entrust these pains on you.
Okay. Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
And I'm very certain with the way he has showed loyalty to President Muhammadu Buhari. I am very certain Yemi Osinbajo has been showing that same loyalty to Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Okay.
But the pains of Nigeria could not make him to step aside. The pains of Nigeria, the vision, the future, seeing what Nigeria could be in the black race could not make him to just go and retire after being vice president.
Okay.
Because sometimes these things comes with pain, and leadership is considering seeing a pain and finding solution to solve or wipe that pain.
Okay.
So I don't think he
have
has
to
done.
step forward.
Yeah.
I think we're out of time, but before we wrap up, I just want to put you on the spot. What do you think? What's your prediction of what the end result is going to be? Finally, what do you think we're going to get? We're going to see.
Well, it's going to be game shocking.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be game shocking. It's going to
I want you to mention names. I want you to tell me who you think is probably going to emerge. What the predict? Game shocking, game changing. I just want to hear it. Everything.
You want to hear it?
Yeah.
You want to hear the truth?
Yeah.
Professor Yemi Osinbajo is going to emerge.
Why do you think that?
Yeah, I feel so because Nigerians have grown in the sense that they have access to collect your money, but they know what they will do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's why you think that
they did that to former President Goodluck Jonathan.
Okay.
They collected his money,
Okay.
but they did what they have to do.
Okay.
So I'm very certain that is also going to be. It's going to be a very slim gap, but Yemi's going to win.
Okay. I mean, our fingers are crossed, so we're going to see how that plays out at the end of the day. But thank you so much for joining me on the conversation this morning and sharing your thoughts with me. It's such a pleasure to have you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. And thank you for joining me on the conversation this morning. Don't forget you can continue the conversation across our social media platforms. It's TOS TV Network on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Subscribe to the channel on YouTube. It's TOS TV Network as well. And of course, share my website, www.tostvnetwork.com, for news, stories, and happenings from across the world. Thank you again. My name is Adesua. See you. Please join me again tomorrow.